it's an emotional movie. Now only people will understand how I went through in my career. The Harbhajan sir was very emotional because how to overcome those failures and become a champion.
Because of that, he uses a lot of his shoulder when he bowls, and there's so much rotation that if a normal person like you and me try to do it enough times, we'll lose our shoulder. Messed up my elbow, it's just slightly bent now.
Movie was reviewed from everywhere. Whoever seen, they really liked it, and they didn't think that this kind of dramatic life I went through to achieve these things in my life. So not many people, even to me close, also didn't know. So actually, it's a true story. So it has nicely taken by the director and acted by Madhu, and it's come really nice. So everyone is here, and also it's an emotional movie. I think most of them who watched really cried. Sometimes some people they told, so it was tears was there. So that kind of a movie, and also it's a lesson for any youngsters who are seeing someone they want to be. See, there will be so many failures will come, but how to overcome those failures? So many obstacles thrown at you. So how to overcome and become a champion? That is all about in this story because it's a true story. So everyone loved it for me, and also I watch a lot of movies and reviews and people talk. See, there are YouTubers and a lot of people come through. So I watched. I haven't come across not a single one or maybe some critics. Other than that, everything is very positive reports as came. But movie wise, only in Sri Lanka it ran more than 1 month. It was a lot of people watched it, and India wise I didn't think 2 weeks is not enough because new movies comes in theater, and people are very busy sometimes they so that's why we are given to Geo, because Geo gets it free for everyone, so everyone should watch this movie. So that's why we are given to that, and from that I think it will a lot of people will watch in theater. Only very less percentage would have watched it.
See, generally we talk to him, right? It starts with him getting to know about his life and his experience throughout his career as a cricketer and stuff. But what was important is he also talked to other people to get others' perspective. So there are a lot of instances in this film that even he doesn't know. So when I told him about that, he was surprised, like how Arjuna first met him, in the sense how he came to know about his skill as a cricketer, as a bowler, and also about his personal life and what was happening around him as a political, society, as a socio-political things and stuff. So it's important that you get all the perspectives, so you get the story right. Otherwise, you tend to it becomes like his perspective alone, and it doesn't give the actual truth of what's happening, right? So that was what was important, to talk to a lot of people who like him, who criticize him. So we met everyone, and the research was very comprehensive in that sense.
I still feel I couldn't practice enough. So his action is so different from anything that anybody else usually bowls. He has this elbow that's special just to him, and because of that, he uses a lot of his shoulder when he bowls, and there's so much rotation that if a normal person like you and me try to do it enough times, we'll lose our shoulder. So uh, that being said, I still practice for like I think 2 months. I was filming something else, so every day after the shoot, I would go and practice for 2 hours or something with the bowling coach Vikrant Gupta, and we tried really hard to get as close as physically possible to Sir's action. And I had a really bad car crash like some 7 8 years back, because of which I messed up my elbow, which is slightly bent now. So that also helped me in getting the action right to a certain extent. Um, but it's getting the truth of the story to the people, because as the tagline says, the unknown story of Muttiah Muralitharan. It's not just his exploits on the field, which we are all very well aware of. You can go and find those things easily anytime. It's the behind the scenes story. It's the things that most common people don't know. That's what this film is really, really about, and making sure that that translates onto the screen, and it, because the story is so dramatic, it's stranger than fiction in a lot of places. So making sure that the truth of that still resonates with people, and I think we have. That's the reception that we've received from people. Everyone who did see the film has loved that. So a lot of gratitude, and I'm very thankful that people have accepted me in this character of an absolute legend. I got a nice warm hug from him, and he said, "Well done" to me. He's not a very expressive, outward person like that. And I was seated quite close to him when we were watching the film for the first time together. I kept glancing towards his direction, and he had this like enthusiasm, and he's very full of life when he was watching the film. I could see like he was reacting to every little bit and piece in the film, and he was seated next to Virendra Sehwag and Baji Paji, also watching the film with us, and he was telling them anecdotes and really excited throughout the film. So all in all, I think we did okay.
Got it similar because the action was really similar. So you would have worked hard. I didn't do anything for that at all because I only met him one or two times during the film, not more than that. So all the effort, him and director Sripati has put it with the crew, and I think more than everything, the bowling part of it also is important. But thing is the mannerism. He carried like me, and he did a really good job. And what I think Sripati would have coached very well on those things. And because Sripati knew in and out of me for last 2 years, he was with me and researching this from 2018 to 2000, almost 2019. 2 years he was researching and doing. See, he was asking about research because actually he went to my ancestor place where they first came in 1920s. Those houses are still there. And if you see the film took it in a college, like my hostel life, age of 6 to 18 I was in the hostel. So all these premises are still similar. Everything the shot in live locations. That's the greatness of this film because nothing is set it up. Everything is nice. 70%, if I'm not wrong, they've taken the live location, what has happened, that area. So that's something special about it, and did really well with the filming and the Raja Adi sir was fabulous when you're taking everything because to shooting a cricket movie, if you are today's World Cup or today's cricket match, there'll be 36 to 40 cameras. He did it in one camera. So that's the secret of when you're taking the shots of cricket is close that one camera. He did a great job for the cricket movie. It's not easy. Normally, when you see in the TV, it's about 30 to 40 cameras are capturing every angle, and then they're presenting into the public. So something special they have done because it's a hard work. So my reaction was when you're watching the movie, it was my memories were coming through to me because that's what all about. One thing I asked the director to when writing the story because it has to be true story, no masala or whatever is, but I don't like it because my friends will know, my family will know what happened and everything. I could not be embarrassed by putting something extra on it and making try to be. But the film has all the aspects to be a serious film. It is not a. It's just a biopic, and it's very emotional and very well taken by director. See, Harbhajan sir was very emotional because he went through like me, chucking episode. Nobody knows. So he went over so many tests, so many things. He got emotional at the time because Murali, that really you did this film. Now only people will understand how I went through in my career. Right? He went through same thing. So that is something he was emotional at the time. See, the caliber is very different. If you take it myself or Harbhajan or Saklain Mustaq, even in certain extent Ashwin and um, Nathan Lyon. So I would say we are in different level, and these spinners are still coming on the way. They are not in that level at the moment because you have to play 10 years of cricket to understand that. So it's not produced such kind of a Ajanta for a certain for 5 6 years. Yes. But someone wants to come to this close, you have to play at least 10 15 years of cricket, and they have to achieve the numbers. Right. And I think what I said, the names are who add these numbers, others are just come and a glimpse of your seeing and going. Yeah, it's
Especially in
hard. It's
tests.
harder, but still, James Anderson is about 120 wickets away. It's what he won. If he can play for 3 4 years, he might do it. 4 5 4 years at least, right? At least 30 wickets a year. Yes. So he can do it. Other than that, Ashwin is 400 odd. He has to go 400 wickets. It's little tough to his career unless he plays for another at least 10 years, 7 8 years to get. So you're asking the wrong person, right? I'll tell you that answer because he's into films. He's not in the cricket. So,
Yes.
so Asaranga and Tikshana, Asaranga won't even get 50 wickets in Test cricket. Okay. He's not playing. Yeah, yeah. They're not playing him. So how can you get 50 wickets, yes, right? Tikshana also same, right? So both the bowlers are bowling in T20 and nowadays. But T20 they will do well. Yes. One day cricket, yeah, I don't know. They can get 500 wickets, so I don't know. But shorter format, yeah, if they have the high, yes, if they do really well, they can do something. But Test cricket, they are not playing, so no point. It's not really going to happen because they're not even picked in the side. Right.
Even though I've been doing this for like 25 years now professionally, the only earning member of my family haven't been doing this for this long. But I'm still not there yet. You know, I'm still so far. Delhi abhi bahut dur hai, as we say, and there's so much still left to do. So many more characters left to explore. Um, I've done only a very few number of projects, and there's always like a lot of gap between projects that I end up doing. So maybe be more frequent. There are so many different genres I'm still to explore as an actor. So many different characters, and yeah, there's still so much left to do. I've barely even begun yet.